What's going on, Rick and Morty fans? This is Miss Dark Phoenix bringing you guys the newest episode of Rick and Morty. If this is the first time you guys are catching my channel, please hit subscribe. I review this, Game of Thrones. We talk about Marvel and DC on the channel. I stream myself playing games on twitch.tv/MrDarkPhoenix. More social media links are right here down below. Let's jump into this episode. We'll talk about more about my channel at the end. If you haven't seen it yet, come back when you have. And if you have seen it, let's jump right into the newest episode of Rick and Morty. Vindicators 3. The end of Worldender. Or so we think. We'll talk about that in a minute. So, this episode is basically Rick versus superhero movies. Like when the Vindication phone, I'm calling it the Vindication phone, I forgot what the name of it was. When the Vindication phone rings, Morty's like, the Vindicators are calling. Rick's like, I refuse to answer a literal call to thing. Just let it go to voicemail. And Morty pulls out his I pick 1/10 of the adventure card. And I'm like, yeah, didn't Morty have one of those? He's like, I get to pick out 1 out of the 10 adventures that we go on. So this is like a Morty episode slash superhero Saw spoof. We're gonna get into that later in a minute. The space heroes, we got like the main guy who is like the Star-Lord of the group, the lady who was like the Gamora, the woman of the group, the John Stewart is the train guy, you got the guy made of ants. I thought it was shit, so, but he's ants, like he's million ants, so somewhere Paul Rudd is just like me. And Noob, the guy that was cleaning up everything, he's a star of the episode. It's Noob. I'm sorry. Noob, and it just gets so awesome from here. First, it's Rick versus superheroes because they go on this mission to stop Worldender, and they were like, if Darkseid fuck Thanos and that baby fuck somebody worse, it would be Worldender. And so I'm like, oh shit, they might have a series, they might have a season-long villain for Rick to actually fight. Nope. Rick, in normal Rick fashion, got pissed drunk, blacked out, killed the Worldender, and set up this whole Rick Saw kind of thing, where he's like, you gotta do my quizzes and shit. So, yeah, that is, Oh, also, they made a joke about their team being less diverse because they killed Lady Katana, and I think they said Calypso and Diablo Verde, and I was like, this is just shitting on all the group ones, isn't it? Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad. I'm half expecting next time we see that chick that escaped at the end, I'm half seeing them to make fun of like the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers or the fucking Crime Syndicate. Like, the possibilities are endless. Like, I might not get all the sci-fi shit, but when they talk about comic book shit, that's my shit. That I can keep up on. I can keep up with Rick in the comic book department. Speaking of Rick, I feel like Rick, I've said this, I'm not sure if I've said this, but I'm gonna say it now. Rick is the ender of worlds. Rick, I feel like Rick is Reed Richards had he had gone down the dark path. You know, like, I mean, the darker path. I feel like Rick and Mr. Fantastic have a lot in common. They're both smart. They both have, you know, need to learn more. And they defeat cosmic entities like nothing. And everybody goes to them for like really smart type shit. So I would just love it if they actually had like a Fantastic Four team. And then Rick's Fantastic Four would probably be like, I don't even fucking know, like Rick and Morty and Summer and whatever big strong person that they have. Or they'll probably give Beth some like soldier serum or some shit to make her super strong, to be like the Thing or some shit. But that would just be a really cool episode, because like I said, the parallels are there. And they really are. So it turns out it was Morty versus Rick. So I want that to be an episode, because Morty's actually getting a lot more clever. He's getting clever to Rick's things as he's been around them. When you've been around a person for so long, you pick up on their tendencies, you know how they think, and you start to become them mentally. So I want episodes where like it's Morty by himself. Like Morty and Summer go on an adventure, and Morty winds up saving the day, paying attention to everything he's done for Rick. I still like Rick Saw though. Like, Rick Saw, I want to play a game. Burp. So, dark secrets between the heroes. The galaxy chick fucked million ants. And the baby died. And I was like, well, how do you expect the baby to live? And it's funny that the baby was like 500 million ants when he's a million. So, does that mean that when he busts a nut, it's a 500 million ants? I'm overthinking the wrong stuff, I feel like. I feel like I am. So, this episode was good. This episode was funny. This episode did a lot of stuff like making fun of like superhero movies and all that stuff. Especially when the guy came in and it's like it was happy hour and they're all laughing. Rick was like, I also was late because of my drinking and mentioned it to zero applause. Just saying. I thought it was so messed up when Morty thought he was talking about him when he was talking about Noob Noob, and I was like, yeah, they do these things where it's like a sweet, tender moment, and it's not what we want it to be. It's not that. So, yeah. But, oh no, this episode was fun. That chick escaped, like I said. So, next time we do a Vindicators, I want it to be like her and a bunch of other people Rick screwed over, and they form like Thunderbolts, it was the Thunderbolts, the Dark Avengers, the fucking crime syndicate. If you're watching this, people behind Rick and Morty, call me. I could be a voice. I could be a voice. And for anybody, I don't even care. Voice me as somebody, I don't give a fuck. What did you guys think about the episode? Comment down below, let me know what kind of super team you want them to spoof the next time they do a superhero spoof. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I review this and Game of Thrones. I stream games on twitch.tv/MrDarkPhoenix. Click down here for more social media links. I love you guys so much. Also don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, comment, rate, subscribe to their awesome nerdy friends. And always remember that there are good times and bad times, but I'm gonna geek out and enjoy your lives, and I'll catch you guys next time for another great video.